Hello and welcome to my science tutorials English for kids. In today's video, we want to learn about synonyms, what synonyms are, and why we need to learn them. So if you're excited about this, let's begin. So what is a synonym? A synonym is a word that has the same meaning as another word. So you describe something with a word, but then you can use another word to replace the first word and it also means the same thing. So let's have a look at an example. So I have an elephant. I can describe this elephant as the elephant is big. The elephant is big. Or another way to say the elephant is big is I can use the word huge. So I can say the elephant is huge. Over here, the two words that are highlighted, big and huge, means the same thing. They are all describing how enormous, giant, or big the elephant is. So over here, the word big and huge are synonymous. They all means the same thing. So that is what a synonym is, and that is a typical example of a synonym. So why do you need to learn synonym? So learning synonym helps expand your vocabulary and gives you more option to express yourself. So you don't want to be using basic English. You want to have some other words to also express yourself more fluently and more adequately when you are among your colleagues, your peers, or your friends. Alright, so let's have a look at more examples of synonyms and what other words can be used to replace those words. So let's have a look at our first example. So I have a unicorn over here. I can describe this unicorn as beautiful. So the unicorn is beautiful. So what other word can I use for beautiful? I can say the unicorn is attractive. Attractive. The word attractive also means beautiful. Or I can say pretty. The unicorn is pretty. I can also say stunning. The unicorn is stunning. You are very stunning. You are very beautiful. You are very pretty. You are very attractive. They all means the same thing. They are describing how beautiful, how attractive an object or someone is. Okay, so the next word we want to look at is excited. Excited. So what are some of the words that are synonymous to excited? I can say exhilarated. He is very exhilarated about the gift. Or I can say electrified. Electrified. Or thrilled. He was very thrilled about the news. It means he was very excited or exhilarated about the news. Okay. Now, if you hate something, if you don't like something, you can also use the word abhor. Abhor. I abhor your behavior towards work. It means you don't like the person's behavior towards work. Or detest. I detest the way you think. It means you don't like the way the person thinks. Or you can also use despise. I despise your behavior towards work. I despise the way you think. It means you don't like or you hate how the person thinks. Okay. Now, the next word we want to look at is knowledge. Now, if you have knowledge about a particular subject or a particular field of study, it means you have an awareness about that particular subject or field. So your knowledge is your awareness or your comprehension, how you understand something, your comprehension or your understanding about a particular topic or a particular concept. So your knowledge is the same as your awareness, your comprehension, and your understanding of a particular subject or a topic. So knowledge, comprehension, awareness, understanding, they are synonymous. Okay. So if you have a particular job or you have a job you perform at your workplace, that job becomes your role. The role you play in that particular work, it becomes your role. So your job is your role or your occupation or your position. So your position in a job or your position at a workplace is your job or your role or your occupation. Okay, so the next word is trip. Okay, so he went on a trip. We can also use the word tour. So he toured around the world. He went on a tour. It means he's traveling around the world. Another word we can use to describe trip is journey. He went on a journey to Amazon jungle. He's on a journey. Or you travel. Okay, so trip, journey, tour, or travel, they all mean the same thing. Okay, let's look at more example. If you have money and want to express money, I invested a lot of money into this business. I can also say I invested a lot of cash into this business, or I invested a lot of currency into this business. Okay, or the currency is depreciating very fast. It means the money is depreciating very fast. Or I can also say capital. The capital I invested into this business was very big. It means the money or the cash we invested into the business was very high. So money, cash, currency, or capital, they all means the same thing. Now, if something is old and want to describe it, something that is old, you can say it is ancient. An ancient artifact. It means an old artifact. Or obsolete. Obsolete. Or antiquated. It also means old, something that is old or something that has aged. Okay, maybe centuries ago. The thing is old, ancient, antiquated, or obsolete. All right. Now, if you have a rich father, okay, rich dad, poor dad. If you have a rich father, you can describe that as a wealthy father. Okay, as a wealthy father or an affluent father, or another word which is very common, a well-to-do father. So my daddy is well-to-do. It means my daddy is affluent. My daddy is rich. All right. So if you have a strong body, a very strong body, you go to the gym always, you're always training, you have a strong body. You can also describe that as a solid body. Something that is strong is very solid. Solid, or you can also use the word tough. Okay, tough. He has a tough body, or a stable body. It means it is strong, solid, or very tough. Now, the opposite is when you have a weak body. So someone who has a weak body, we can describe that as the person has a frail body, or the plate is very frail, or it's weak. Okay, or infirm. It is not firm, so it is very easy to break. It is weak. Or another word is fragile. 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 Okay. Now, if you eat a pie or a chocolate or a cake and it's very yummy, you want to use another word to describe that pie or that chocolate that you've eaten, you can also say the cake or the chocolate is delicious. Very, very delicious. Or you can say it is flavorful. Wow, this pie is very flavorful. It means it is delicious or it is yummy. You can also use tasty. Wow, this is so tasty. The spaghetti bolognese is very tasty. It is very delicious. It is very flavorful, or it is very yummy. So these are some examples of words and their synonyms, which also means the same thing. And this gives you more control over your English and how you express yourself among your peers or your colleagues. So thank you so much for watching our English for Kids on synonyms. We'll continue with antonyms and other topic or subjects for English for Kids. So thank you once again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.